his breakdown at the quote unquote that Amber said about his brother raping her in her bed tonight kind of signalizes how just fucked up Thomas really is in this story. And being the rape man kind of signalizes it too, don't you think? Nick goes, "I'll kick your ass in Street Fighter, Jesse. Let's go." Jesse goes, Jesse fucking sticks her tongue out at Nick because he's a fucking bastard. Jessica picked out her character on accident and got pissed off, taking out the secret knife that she had in her wallet and killing Nick inside. After Nick died, Thomas took over. See, buddy, we'll be talking that. Nick won't be in this anymore. He dead. No, I'm joking. Okay, Jessica's like, that girl sucks dick, man. I did not pick that bitch, brah. Yeah, brah. Thomas started laughing quietly, so that way only the ants could hear him. Savannah, although used her super hearing of Savannah Black bitch, and said, I hate to run, but I gotta go now. Thanks, you guys. Savannah walked out saying goodbye to every single person in the theater. By the time she was done, Harley, Nick, and Thomas, including the fat bitch Jessica, were gone. And she was the only one there because apparently she fucking had to say hi to everybody. I mean, goodbye to everybody. She's a dumbass. Harley goes, well, damn, she left quick. Okay, what? That makes no sense. She left quick. Oh my god, more contradictions. Anyway. Group talk. Harley yanked Jessica's fucking breast and fucking said, shut up, you whore, and everyone else went into the bathroom. Everyone else went into the bathrooms near by leaving Nick and Thomas alone. When they got out of the bathroom, they ditched them because they were fucking both gay, and they didn't want to deal with them anymore. No, Nick was apparently revived and said, what the fuck? Did you see that? She teased me, man. She teased me, bad man. The fuck? That makes no sense. Go fuck yourself, Nick. Thomas shrugged his shoulders because Nick was making no sense at all. So Thomas goes, yeah, dude, she's playing hard to get. Fucking, I stuck my dick in her mouth already and she said nothing. She is hard to get, yeah. Anyway. Nick goes, dead ass. And what about you and Jesse? Or fucking that fat ass? Thomas goes, man, I don't deal with fat people, no. She goes, I don't know. Nick rolled his eyes at Thomas because now Thomas is being fucking annoying. Nick goes, dude, make a move. Talk to her. Put your arm around her fucking cunt. Or her vagina or something. Like, fuck. Dude. And then Thomas scratches his head at everybody in the theater, which makes no sense. Anyway, everyone looks at him and goes, huh? And doesn't say anything except for that. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, the whole Earth just said, huh. So, yeah. Thomas goes, dude, I already slipped into a black hole. Why the fuck would I do that again? Like, it was hard getting out because I had to use my Benji magic matter mass bullshit to get out using a Kuji. Thomas goes, fuck. Yeah. Thomas stalled and waited for the others. By others meaning Amber, the so-called Savannah who's running around talking to basically everybody. And, yeah. Everyone walked out of the... Oh, yeah. Amber goes, alright, let's hang out outside for a little bit. Everyone walked out of the movies. Okay. Everyone walked out of the movies. Specifically the movies, Scary Movie 3 and, Dracula raped Amber in bed tonight because her brother played that part. Although Amber was a bit jealous because, so everyone walked out of the movies, which makes no sense, and walked down the corner of the plaza, the shopping plaza, which also doesn't make sense. Harley goes, let's take a picture, Nick. You look sexy, big boy. Nick goes, oh, you whore. Nick handed the Nick handed the phone to Thomas. No, wait. Nick handed Tom his phone. Although Thomas then plays a game on the phone and leaves Nick out of everything, and then Thomas. Okay, that's not funny. None of this is funny. So let's take it up a notch. Nick goes, snap a picture of us, bro. Thomas held out the phone and took multiple shots of Nick's dick and Harley's vagina. He then gives Nick the phone and tells him this shot, this, and this shot are the best. Harley doesn't personally agree because she's also angry at the fact that Nick still called her whore earlier. Also, that Thomas just took fucking pictures of her fucking vagina and sold them on eBay. Anyway, thanks. Everyone walked down the railings. Thomas suddenly got an urge of sexual desire, energy, along with Nick. They both are like, let's do some crazy shit. Nick goes, I'm fucking jumping off! He jumps off a 50-story building and drops to his death. And Amber and the girls stay behind. Fucking Thomas goes, no, bitch, you're going along with everyone else. He pushes them off. Okay. So apparently Thomas survived the fall and said, shit, it hurt like a bitch. Anyway, Thomas actually landed on one of the dead bodies, that being Savannah, because apparently Savannah finished up talking to everyone and he crushed her to death. That was poor, poor line of work. Erin yells from a distance because she's the only one that didn't jump off. So Nick, who also seemed to survive, was like, oh, that fucking hurt. And alerting Erin from behind. Erin, yeah, that's right, urine, fucking turned around and was like, oh, and then fucking Nick was like, die, you dumb bitch. And Erin was the only one that didn't have the properties of survival, but crushed Thomas, who does have the properties of survival and survived the fall. Although now Thomas has broken all of his bones and goes to the hospital. After 2 weeks, they come back to the same spot and play out the same scene. And Nick, okay, yeah. So yeah, Nick goes, yeah, man, yo, let's do some crazy shit. And Nick goes, yeah, I'm fucking jumping off. The railing was about 3 feet from the ground below. Nick jumped over and landed on his face and broke his neck and died. Amber and the other girls stayed behind because it was dangerous. Girls need to be in the kitchen. Nick was like, oh, that fucking hurt. Thomas stood on the railing and jumped off, landing a roll in the air and broke his neck and died. Same with Nick. The only ones remained were the girls, who just noticed that their boyfriends just broke their neck and died. Nick, apparently Thomas survived and said, shit, it hurt like a bitch, and Erin yelled out from a distance. Erin says, good God, you idiots, okay? Nick goes, I'm a grammar Nazi, but that didn't make any sense. Nick goes, I almost broke my ass, but yeah, I'm fine. Thomas doesn't say shit, because apparently his anxiety is acting up again. Thomas had a nervous expression on his face, you see. Someone whipped a pie in his face. That was the Mexican, by the way, because Thomas originally was the one that called that out, but the Mexican, who was also Hitler in disguise, didn't exactly agree with him on that. Nick goes, are you alright? And he was like, yeah, I'm fucking fine, man, I'm good. This day has been going good so far, you know, after dying multiple times and getting sucked up into fucking black holes and shit, yeah. Nick goes, you sure? Come on, dude, you should get with Jessie. She's cute. She likes you. Nick yells that out, and Jessie hears and goes up to Thomas and goes, ah, and cries and runs away. No, I'm joking. Thomas goes, maybe tomorrow. Wait, what? Okay, that makes no sense. I'll ask her for a number. Can I have your number? Anyway, at homecoming. Wait, what? Homecoming? Are you fucking... Nick goes, yeah, man, go for it. Nick and Thomas noticed Harley and Jessica were walking away together, leaving them behind, ditching them entirely because they had boyfriends to attend to. Nick wasn't entirely happy about this, so he went, dude, I bet you're right now, they're just talking about us. And yeah, Thomas, without a doubt, man. Nick and Thomas looked at each other and began to have sex. Oh my god. Nick and Thomas looked at each other and began to ran around the fucking plaza like little children. Nick, will get to them. Thomas said, fuck man, I need some weed. Ha 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 ha. Nick laughed and I know after homecoming we'll go to hang out, so we'll see what happens. Tommy goes, really? Alright. After about 5 minutes of non-stop running over the after 5 minutes of running around the whole building, they realized that this wasn't a building, it was a fucking parking lot outside, in which they said that let's go hang outside, but apparently they didn't realize that it was fucking outside. Yeah. They were finally caught up to everyone after running only a few distance. It took them 5 minutes. It was crazy. Nick and Thomas were panting like gods. It was nuts. Nick goes, God damn. Yeah, you just fucking insulted yourself. Anyway, Jessica and Thomas didn't say a word to each other because Thomas kind of bumped into her and spilt her milkshake of pussy juice all over her mouth, and she had to suffocate into it as they were quickly glanced at each other. Harley was like, oh my god, you two are fucking ugly as shit. And Thomas goes, huh? And Jessica walked around goofing around. That made no sense. She started wiggling her hands and break dancing, and she fucking bought an afro and shit, and then a car hit her and died. And then Jessica face blushed as she got embarrassed and laughed. About 10 minutes remaining until everyone's ride showed up, and Harley and Jessica were completely hiding from Nick and Thomas for some strange, phenomenal reason. Nick goes, dude, they are fucking with us so bad, this is some shit. Thomas nodded his head and kicked Nick in the jaw, breaking his jaw once again, and it fell to the ground. Nick yelled at Thomas sarcastically, but I don't know how he would do that since he doesn't have a jaw anymore. Nick, at least you have a shot, asshole. Didn't expect her to be all over you, bro. And then the writer of this story goes, OOC, the first sight was blah blah blah, and incredibly different for Thomas. He'd never been so close to a female's vagina before. The night was almost over, and everyone's ride was almost there. Clearly he's the Standman of the show. The issue is that he's not actually called the Standman, he's called the pedophile whore man of rapists, especially after the homecoming, which is the next day, October 11th, 2069, based on true events. The true events of ... and that's it. During the car ride, Erin, Victoria, and the so-called Thomas sat in the back, while Amber was in the front, leaving Nick in the trunk. What the fuck? Nick was in the trunk, and, well, there was a dog back there ripping his fucking throat open. And Jessica on Erin's lap in the middle. Nick was, I really like a Mexican now. I really feel like a Mexican now. Thomas started laughing because he remembered the Hitler Mexican, who is disguised as actual Hitler. Thomas goes, we're sneaking you across the country to Germany. Everyone started laughing in the car, but then the car then drove off the road, and Jessica did not once looked or spoke to Thomas during this event. Thomas was then smashed into the front seat of the car and broke his neck. But Thomas... Okay, I'm done. This is dumb. I'll have to, remember this for later.